Hi, I'm Phyllis from the Doll Corner, and I'm back again to show you how I put my doll petticoat together. The last video was on how to make the pattern. So today I'm going to show you how to put it together. So first of all, we cut fabric out on grain with a pattern. And this is the top of it. I sew the shoulder seams together. Then I put a stitch around the armhole and the neckline. And then I serge it. Now you can turn in a little hem, which is fine. But this armhole, I put a stay stitch on it. This one I didn't. And it's on the bias a bit. Some of it's on the bias, so it stretches it out of shape. So this is stay stitched. This half of the neck is stay stitched before I serged it, and this one I just serged it. So you can see the difference. And this sleeve and this sleeve. So it makes quite a difference. So then when I've got it all hemmed, and I serge up here as well. And I sew my side seams. And I turn this over and stitch that. Now you could just leave it serged, but it's neater looking when it's like this. So I have it, and then when I get my bodice together, I start with my skirt, and I make it 2 or 3 times the measurement of the doll's waist, or hip measurement, depending which is larger. And this is just this small piece. And this is we'll say twice the size of the hip measurement. I serge all around here, leaving the top part open. And then I want to put some lace on it. I have this partially sewn. I line it up like this. My right side and my right side of fabric together, and I just stitch right along this edge. Then I fold it back, press it, and top stitch it just along here, which makes a nice, neat piece of lace along the bottom of the skirt of the petticoat. But if you'd like to put a ruffle on it like this, what I do is this is 2 inches. I serge the edge, and this you can fold in and hem it however you would like. And then I use my gathering foot. And I put my gathering foot on 5, and that uses up about 1. If I have 18 inches, it'll gather it into about 9. So which works well. So it's about 2 to 1, I guess the ratio will be. And then I sew it, how I sew it on. Now if you want, I have lace. No, I don't have any lace on that one. You can put this just so that the peak of the lace shows. Or if you want more lace to show, that's all up to you. and then I just stitch it on over this gathering line. And then I put a little, this one I put a little ribbon with a stitch on it to hold it. So that, there's just so many different ways you can do it. Now for the skirt, I like to use a gathering, I took 2 rows of gathering stitches, and I find that that makes a nice neat gather, very even. Where this one, it might be even, but sometimes it's not quite as even. So I find that my 2 rows of stitches is better. And before I gather it, I mark the center mark and the quarter marks on my skirt. And then I pin it, the bodice, the middle of the bodice to the middle of the skirt, and the side seams at the quarter mark, and then bring it out. And then I just adjust my gathers as I sew it. And I not only serged this edge, but I turned it in, which makes it match the top that way. And then when I go to sew together at the back, I will come in here, straight in, and then just sew down here. Now sometimes you can sew your lace together here too, but I prefer to leave my lace loose, and then I can sew my lace separately by putting right sides together like this and sewing it here. And then it looks like, well, I'll show you up here. You really can't see where it, see, there's my back seam. It doesn't attach here. And then I put my Velcro on here and here. Now this one, I made it a little bit too big across here, so I sewed a little tuck in it here in the center, which looks like a nice detail. But that's how I make my petticoats. And the next time we're going to make the dress. We have this, we know how to make the sleeve, and we have the pattern for the dress. So we'll have to find some material for the dress and some lace, maybe some ribbon. So I think she's going to look all right when she's all dressed up. So be sure and subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Instagram. If you have any questions, be sure and email me at dollfashion77@gmail.com. And thanks for watching. Bye now.